Turmoil in the streets of Venezuela.
International condemnation of the government. Shortages of everything, from money to food.
Nicolas Maduro, get out.
Keeping that dictatorship afloat.
President Trump
Fired rubber bullets and tear gas.
The protest against the government's been going on for months.
3 million Venezuelans have left their country.
Political turmoil in Venezuela.
They've been building the barricades across Venezuela for days.
This video series is my account of spending 2 weeks as a tourist in Venezuela. What you are about to see is what I personally witnessed whilst in the country. Nothing more, nothing less.
Venezuela.
At least take the car. But the guys didn't want the car. They just tell us, please get in the car. We should do both.
Buenos dias. Welcome back to Caracas, here on the corner. How about that view? Lenny and Jose, the guys you met in the last videos, the locals, Venezuelan guys, they're coming to meet me again. We are heading in that direction. We're going to go up the hill there. Should be hoping it's going to be more of a toned down day from what we've been seeing. So Jose just crashed his drone, so it's not good. So what's happening right now?
We lost the drone.
As I was saying in the last episode, it's been extremely overwhelming what we've been seeing. It's very heavy, the situation here and the living conditions and the danger, blah blah blah. So yeah, up the hill we go down, meet Jose, Lenny, jump in the Land Cruiser, the monster truck, head in that direction. So we just drove up the hill. You could see some very interesting scenes there. So that some of those streets that we're driving through, they're the oldest streets in the whole of Caracas. That's where the first settlers came from Spain. They came over this hill behind me. The sea's on the other side of here. Settled on this side because they like the climate. So this is actually my last day here in Caracas. So in Venezuela altogether. So I just wanted to talk to Lenny and kind of explain what we've seen and what we've witnessed. And is it a fair representation of Venezuela? Well, I'm going to get his opinion on it, because I always try to go to countries and paint them in a positive light, but I think this is a slightly different case, because I think it's very important to share the rawness and the realness of this country. What we've seen over the last roughly 2 weeks, what would you describe that as, and how does it make you feel emotionally, what you've seen?
Yes,
in such a short period of time?
About everything, because it will take a lot of times and a lot of education to rebuild or to try to make this city more livable. We have a lot of problems, you have seen in these few days. But we need a start, and I see we are far away from the start to rebuild or to make a city that can give us security, good services, quality life, you know. So, well, I'm a little sad, but I'm hopeful at the same time that everything change in the near future. We only have faith that it change.
What we have seen and what I've been filming, do you think that that's a fair representation of the country?
We can say like a contrast. You have seen the good and you have seen the bad things. You have seen that Venezuelan people are very nice. We have been in a relative way secure of everything. And we have walked here in the 23 de Enero. We have passed through all this slum to come to this place. You have gone to Petare and you haven't have a problem. Of course, we have been some aware of what we are doing, always watching and aware of the situation. But well, you can visit Venezuela whenever you want. If you need to visit or if you want to see what is going on here, you are welcome.
But there is a high level of danger here, to be honest, isn't there?
Sorry?
There's a high level of danger here.
Honestly
speaking.
Honestly speaking, there is a high risk here. But well, it's like the whole world has some kind of unsafe places.
But I think that Venezuela is on steroids. To be honestly speaking, to be fair.
Yeah. Venezuela, and you see Caracas. Anything can happen. Is a matter of where are you, the wrong time, the wrong situation, the wrong moment, the wrong place, and everything could be a mess.
Because on the news we see pretty extreme images. They show us the worst, and it's important for people to see these images so they know the situation. But here, through the videos that we've been filming over the last couple of weeks, I think we've shown maybe a more realistic version.
Yes, of course. You had been on the streets, you had come with us through the streets, walking the streets, entering places that maybe another people here living in Caracas are afraid to cross. There are people here that haven't visited places that you have gone with me in just a week. I'm sure that you can show to the world a real representation of what is to live in Caracas. Walking through the street, buying stuff, eating here, talking to people is a real representation of what is to be Venezuelan. The media is always trying to sell their news, you know. So what is more interesting than seeing people being killed or being kidnapped or the situation about the people that are starving here, because it's a reality. There are people here starving. There are people who suffer because there are the lacks of medicines, people dying because they have no medical attention. What can show media besides that? Maybe, well, we have a nice country, we have nice people, we have natural, marvelous places. It's important to the media and for us, we need to show that we have some kind of lacks and we have some kind of emergency situation here that we have to solve. We have to solve a lot of stuff here so that we can have a nice life, a quality service, a quality life. Fears, well, we have to attend this. No? It's important to us that you know and the world know that Venezuela is passing through a hard time, but we are sure that we are going to solve all of our problems.
So what's happening, Jose?
We are looking for the road to reach the 14.
Which is a view of like the ocean and Caracas at the same time, right?
You can see both sides of Caracas.
It's a good thing you've got this massive truck so we can drive up.
Yes.
So this is an old settlement from the Spanish. When they settled, they had a castle up here so they could keep an eye out for pirates and things, and pirates used to come here and invade and things, so the Spanish had this lookout point to keep an eye on the sea, which is over there. It's cloudy at the moment, not sure if it's going to clear, sadly, we might not be able to see. And then Caracas is on that side, which we can see now, but yeah. Just what we were talking about before, I don't want to downplay the situation here, you know, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying the media is wrong or anything. Obviously there's a bad situation here, but I just, you know, want to present the fact that there are still people living in their lives here, like these guys, It is a complete crisis, it's complete mayhem, but there are people going about their day-to-day lives, not downplaying it. It's showing the kind of reality on the ground. Been here for 2 weeks, feel like I have a good sense, reasonably. Obviously not extremely in depth, but I have a good feel. It is dangerous. If you're going to come here, come at your own risk. I'm not advising you to come here, I'm not advising you not to come here. You make your own decision like I did, do your research, see if you want to take the risk. It is a risk, it's a calculated risk. There is a high chance that something bad could happen.
It's okay, we don't have to. We can go up there.
Very relieving to get out of Caracas, to me, if I'm going to be really honest with you. To be up here and not have to worry about you watching your back every 5 minutes. These guys were actually really shocked because they haven't been up here in a long time. And they say, you know, looking at the city, the slums, the barrios are just infesting the city, and they're saying like it's 70% slum is Caracas, and they haven't been up here in a long time, and they're just saying it's grown and grown like bacteria, and it's really shocking, you know. Pretty heavy for these guys, you know, they live here. I come here for a couple of weeks and I get to leave, but these guys aren't so lucky. I mean, it is their home, they do love their country, don't get me wrong, but the situation here, in my eyes, is unlivable. So this is where the park ranger used to hang out and maintain the grounds here. This is a very important area in Venezuela's history, but it's abandoned, they're not maintaining it anymore. This is where the park ranger used to be, but, you know, it's just nothing now. That's the thing I've noticed in Venezuela, you know, you can't escape the crisis. No matter where you go, there's traces of the crisis everywhere.
Yeah.
It's heavy.
Last time I came here, it was like 3 years ago, and there was rangers here.
And now they've gone.
Taking care of this, and the vegetation was maintained. You can see the road there to the other 14, but it is disappeared. I don't know, where is it?
Like the Grand Savannah and all.
I know you've done your part, it's not fair. You did your time. How much longer will you suffer in this life? But don't.
Hand. Penalty. Oh!
So Jose just crashed his drone, so it's not good. So we're gonna go and try and find it. Hopefully.
Maybe.
We are on a wild goose chase for the drone right now, and there's thunder and lightning now. So what's happening right now?
We lost the drone, and the rain
lost.
started pretty hard.
Crazy thunder and lightning.
Crazy thunder is really near, really close to us, so we are scared of the lightning. Not the rain, but just the lightning.
And we can't go out in the rain because this will get destroyed as well.
Yes.
So it's a waiting game. Alright, good news. We found the drone, but it took like a long time and there was like lightning and thunder, but we have finally found it. Got a bit scraped off in the trees, but we've been presented with some amazing views. I think the drone crashed for a reason, to bring us to this exact point. It's like one of the highest ridges around here. We could see the ocean before, but it's popped down now, so I'm going to show you the natural beauty of Venezuela. And you can just make out the ocean in the background there.
Por aquí es más fácil. This way.
¿Verdad? Yo también pensaba que pensaban burda.
I want to see Ciudad Juárez.
Right.
The guy take her to Russia.
Este es mío, ¿verdad?
And that is Caracas at night. I just said goodbye to Lenny and Jose there. Very emotional, you know, we've been through a lot together, and without Lenny I really think I would probably be dead right now. It's, yeah, I'm not even kidding. Leaving early in the morning, 3:30, but there's still more to come from Venezuela and about Venezuela. You know, there's some topics I really need to debrief, talk about what I've seen. I'm also going to do a Q&A on Venezuela, but I'll see you in the morning anyway. Getting up at 3, leaving to the airport, going on a flight to another country. Just before I finish the video, guys, I just want to take a moment to say a big thank you to Skillshare again for sponsoring this video. And I want to recommend one of their classes in particular today, which is outdoor photography. As you guys know, I love the outdoors, and I think this is a really cool class. It teaches you all about sunset, sunrise, and night photography in the outdoors, in the mountains, really getting nice composition, making sure your equipment's all set up in the correct way. So if you don't know what Skillshare is an online learning community with literally thousands and thousands and thousands of online classes. You've also got business classes, there's language, cinematography, graphic design. I've done their Photoshop classes in the past. A really great place to go to learn a new skill and become a stronger version of yourself. And if you click the link below, you will get 2 months free of Skillshare's premium membership. And then from then on, I believe it's roughly $10 a month. A really good deal if you get stuck into the classes. You can learn so many new skills, whether it's for a hobby or it's for your career. Skillshare is definitely the place to go. So a huge thank you to Skillshare. Hit that link below if you want to get 2 months free of the premium membership. Yeah, this trip has been extremely humbling, most brutal, intense traveling of my life. We went out for some food after we drove down from the mountain, and we had to do some extreme four-wheel driving. But yeah, we made it, and yeah, great guys, great people in this country. That's, yeah. Situation though, not great. Anyway, see you in the next video, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, and send your wishes to Venezuela and the people of Venezuela. Hopefully they can get some kind of a solution going.